come back already. Like, Lord have mercy, Lord. Hey! Sorry. So, right, we've done the meetings,
Yeah.
you've met your gran,
Yeah.
done 2 little tours for Granny,
Yeah.
yeah? Granny said to you what?
Forgive her, basically.
Forgive, the Granny wants you to forgive her.
Yes. Yes.
Did she say why?
She didn't.
Did you ask why?
No, I just wanted to hear what she had to say. One thing about me, I'm going to let you talk.
Yeah, dig your own grave.
Yeah, I want you to, I don't want to give you ammunition or put words in your mouth. I want to hear what you got to say.
You must have something planned.
Yeah, because that was her sentence, and that was it. She didn't go on further. There was nothing else to it.
So these talks that you have, did you have it at her house?
Yes.
So did you realise how close you were to them?
Listen, when I realised how close I live to all the so-called biological family, I'm like, no, this is...
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's taking a mick. It's actually taking a mick. So I've literally walked past you people. Because everyone got Brixton. Who don't go Brixton Market?
No, but I just feel you've seen your mum not knowing who's your mum.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the breeze is too...
It's
cut
too...
neck up.
Yeah, it's too close. Biological granny definitely used to go Brixton. So
Because
she
you know Miss
definitely seen
Downey,
me.
yeah? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know where your mum used to live?
Local.
That's where maybe the incident happened.
Oh.
You understand? But when they were growing up, they
Yeah.
lived Stockwell Gardens, yeah?
Oh.
And then you know you've got Stockwell Gardens left and right.
Yes.
Miss Downey lived on the left and your mum lived on the right.
Oh.
Yeah, I showed you Trade the other day.
Oh.
You understand? Because I remember when I used to go to your real mum,
Yeah.
biological mum's house.
Yeah.
From Stockwell Road, you can't enter. You got to go down a side road and then turn left into the flat.
Yeah.
And it was only, I'll drive down there all the time, but I'd never go down them side roads. We were sitting in traffic and I was saying to Trey,
Yeah.
I want to show you something. So what I did, I took Trey round there and my heart was starting to do something. And then I'm looking, oh my God, it was crazy. You know when you drive into a state, and Trey just like want to go home.
Yes.
And I'm just like in that crazy, like, you know, look how close she was.
Literally.
So anyway, you met your gran. You were going to start conversing.
Yeah.
So, you know, how did you feel? What did she say?
Apart from forgive her, that was it. She just acted like, oh, welcome to the family, basically. Like,
So it was just you and her?
most of the time, yeah. By this time, I was done with the rest of them. The rest of them, you're not really saying anything to me.
So let me just go back a little bit. When you first find out, how old was you?
About being adopted?
Yeah.
8.
So you find out when you was 8. How old was you when you met them, the D family?
How old was? In my early 20s. Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's grown. Everyone's grown.
Yeah, in my early 20s.
Right. So you meet the gran. You speak to the gran. She's saying...
But have it in mind, my story chops and changes because I have to talk as I remember. So I found out I was adopted at 8. I found a family in my early 20s. But I didn't find out that my biological mum and dad were brother and sister, till 2019, 2020.
You was...
Grown. Big woman. Yeah.
All right, we're going to get to that.
Yeah.
So, how did your family feel about this whole you going to meet these? How did your baby father feel? Did your kids ever say anything to you?
My kids were little at the time, so to
They
them,
didn't know
they're not really interested.
So your baby father, what did he say?
He was very supportive. Thank God I had him during them time because he was really anything you want, anything you say, that's what we're working with.
Yeah.
You like them, you like them. If you don't like them, I don't like them, basically. So he was there every single step of the way. I have to give him his dues where dues are needed.
Yes. That's what I recall of him.
Yeah. He was just always there. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
But hats off to him, man.
Yeah.
Because...
Thank God for him. Because if it was me one, nobody didn't say me because I'm not talking to you. Because where's my mum? Because you know, when you find out you're adopted, the first person you want to meet, well, me, I've never been a daddy's girl, but the first person I want to meet is my mother. Who wouldn't want to see their mum?
Yes, definitely.
Like, where is she? Like, why is not one person got any form of contact for this lady? Considering it's a massive family. Not one of you care enough to know where she's there. To me, that was crazy. Like, so you lot are literally a problem.
Well, they're not someone that your biological mum could confide in, because
Clearly.
for me to know that they kept in contact with the brother,
Yeah,
and let your mum, who's younger,
suffer,
like dissolve like paper or air.
Yeah.
And like I said, I grew up, when I used to see her, she used to come down to my family home regular. I thought her and my dad were close. Why she kept, but I think it was my mum.
Yeah.
Because my mum used to live in the Downing house.
Oh.
Do you understand? Okay. Hence why when I was growing up, I need to hear my mum say she wanted the baby.
Oh.
So I don't know who my mum was discussing that story with, for me to remember that.
Yeah.
For me to say to you, I've always heard that your mum wanted you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's that why your mum used to come down. She's slim. She have nice look at afro.
Yeah.
Blouse. She always used to have a nice belt.
Yeah. Always well dressed, apparently.
You understand? Softly spoken. Still sound like the Downies, but not the growly part of it. Yeah?
Not the coarse business.
So, like I say, you know, me growing up and seeing her, knowing she's gone through a trauma, really, and I would never know.
She really did.
It's big trauma. And to know that you've got 5 brother and sister, I find it a little bit, not a little bit, a lot.
Yeah.
But it's how they were grown, how they were conditioned.
Yeah.
Because I think all of their head check, including my father, because for you to even have that as a brother and sister that did have a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What happened in that house for that to happen?
You know what? It is just really, really for them to come and spill the beans, whoever. But you can see how they're turning out. Each one of them, even right down to the nieces now.
Yeah.
Them head chip. You understand? Because everyone's carrying this burden. I tell you, Kay, who we're talking about, she come to me and asked me who her dad is.
See the foolishness.
And this is what I'm trying to say. It goes down, the curse that's been blessed on them, they use it on the next generation picnic, and them picnic there are still a wonder.
I'm glad. Again. Let me reiterate. I'm glad sending about with them, because I don't need my kids having that. That curse stopped with me. My kids know who their dad is. They know who they related to. Because someone's got to break it. Otherwise, why would I traumatize my kids?
That is.
Why would I traumatize them? It don't make no sense. It's a lot.
Why Rastafari?
It, and when I try to tell people, like when I tell my friends, when I found out, although one of my friends kind of jumping again from story to story. So my grandmother, biological grandmother, passed away. So me and my best friend went to the night. My best friend saw a little short man. My best friend turned to me and said, so that man's your dad. I looked at my best friend and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Because at that time, I didn't know he was my biological dad. I said to my best friend, that's my uncle. My best friend said, that's your dad. And I'm looking at her like she's crazy. But lo and behold, my best friend know. Because my best friend born the same day as my adopted mum. The same February the 4th. And I didn't meet my best friend until after my mum died. My best friend born February the 4th, like my adopted mum. So anything she said is more than right. Lo and behold, the little man is my father. And in that same 9-night / funeral, there was other adults there. I don't know if I was related to them, but people used to come up to me and be like, "Oh, your favor, your mother." You know, so she did want to keep you though. She did want you. Don't make them people make you feel no type of way. She did want you. I can't remember who these people are because they don't come in like family, but they were there and they told me. They literally pulled me one side and more than one person.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah.
Carry on, baby.
Yeah. It was nice to hear, I'm not gonna lie. Of course you want to hear, although you was given away, you was wanted. But find out the poor woman had no choice. When you're 13, what are you gonna do? You're not fully grown enough to be like, it's my body, my child, I'm keeping my child, is it? So I've got no issues with her at all. Like, if I was to see her tomorrow morning, I'm not very touchy feely, but she would get the biggest hug from me ever because I know she went through it with no support, none. I imagine my best friend looked at the little man and said, "That's your dad." Remember, she ain't been to nothing before. That was the first time I bought her. She said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh."
I want to know, how did he know who you was?
Because this time I was ready talking to his mum, innit? So he knew.
Oh, yeah. She told him.
Yeah.
Right. The grandmother.
Yeah.
Got tell the son.
Yeah.
Say, shall talk to him picnic.
Yeah.
Because Miss P is seeing the man at a funeral. The man is eyeing her.
Yeah.
You understand? And either parties haven't spoken.
Yeah.
So why are you eyeing me? How do you know who I... But because your mum
has already said.
Has already talked to you and given you the heads up. Yeah, so did he come over and talk to you?
No. No.
Scene.
No. He smiled. That was about it. No conversation.
Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. You understand? Because we're gonna need Trey to come in and make more space, people. Yeah, for the job. Remember, I'm full up. So, okay, right. I've lost my train of thought now. Like my head is going 10 to the dozen. So, okay, you've seen him at the funeral.
Yeah.
Whatever. After that, any other still link up?
No, after the biological grandmother died, that was it. I done with everybody now. Everybody lock off.
So all of that, and then there weren't no like keep in touch. Not
in
WhatsApp.
touch.
What was that then? I can't remember.
Phones, yeah, no. Yeah. Because the granny had my number because I was only really dealing with her. I like the rest of them, so no one really had my number to be keeping in touch. There was no keeping in touch with them. So as she gone, I said everything dead with Tina. That's the end of that. But it's weird because who was I talking to all along? My sister from my biological sister from my biological dad.
Yeah.
We were always on social media. We thought we were cousins.
Oh.
So yeah, we thought we were cousins, and then was it 2019? A lot happened in 2019 because I'm sure she messaged me on Instagram and said I got something to tell you, and she come out and be like, "My dad is your dad." I'm like, "Your dad is my uncle." She's like, "No, it's a big secret. It's a big secret." But my dad.
She used the word secret.
Yeah. Yeah. Your dad is my dad. I said, "Oh."
Isn't that ironic, innit? She used the word secret, and she is how many generations down the line? She is people. Miss P is talking to her biological father, yeah, who is her uncle, who is her mum's brother. He's got a child. So clearly, he's told his child something. The secret's out. And she even knows that it's a secret.
I don't think it was the dad that said it though.
Are you gonna tell her?
I think it was it her mother somehow?
That means the mum knew that he had a baby with his sister and still make 4 picnic with him.
I don't know how I can't, because when I'm telling you 2019, I went through a lot. But all I know is it wasn't him that said it. It wasn't him. It definitely wasn't him that said it. There was something going on in that side of family household at the time there.